Hello and hey, today we're messing around Risk of Rain 2. This time we're going to go ahead and show you guys each of the 18 unique Newt altars within the game. The achievement is only for 8, and the total amount ended up being 18, as far as anybody knows. So, as we spawn into Distant Roost here, you can go up and around, but if you have a dash, you can go through this door regardless of if it's open or not, by kind of going in one of the two openings that there are. And I think you can even kind of clip around through the wall as well, so there's plenty of ways through that door, but you do kind of require a dash, I do believe. So as we get to the first one, this is one of the ones that I had a really hard time spawning, and I want to bring up the other video that I made as we get to the next point. I'm really thankful that everybody that watched the video, if they saw that I had missed one at that point, because I just had terrible luck spawning. Also, you can get through the top of this gate, so kind of power through that. Either dash works for Mercenary here. I didn't really want to remake this video because all I was missing was the two things that everybody in the comments was already saying. However, I know that my notifications for the next like several months are just going to be, there's like 2 more altars on that level, right? So I said I would make an addendum in that original video. And as we get to the second location here, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Despite how well received that first video was. So the second rock down here, kind of just fall down. I do also need to credit people because I said that I would, and they also were the first people to tell me of the altar location. That one with the rocks down there was the Spider MB. Sorry if you have some other pronunciation of that. And then the one that was behind the pillar that we first went to was for Kelio. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that as well, but just wanted to shout you guys out because you did help a lot. I just needed to wait for it to spawn. Anyway, so the third location would be right here, and let's go ahead and meet up in the next. So as we spawn into the abandoned aqueduct, this is very simple. I didn't do quite as good of a job as I wanted to with this particular level. I kind of just like looked at them from a distance like you see me doing right now. But I want to run up to them and actually kind of show the complete process with a video like this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So it should be right here, and it should be like one of the easier to spot ones in the entire game. So it's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and dash through these guys, get to the next one. It's interesting because I still don't understand the spawning logic for the altars. Distant Roost, especially because I was so unlucky, I feel like has different rules than the other ones, but that also doesn't quite make that much sense. I do feel that on Drizzle even, you might get less spawns, especially with Distant Roost, because I didn't find those 2 altars that I had to credit other people for until I had switched the difficulty up and then kind of started respawning the maps. I don't think that was any sort of bug or anything. I think I was just unlucky, but I'm also unsure if the difficulty does influence the amount of altars that can spawn, just because I don't think I've ever had 0 spawn on any map other than Distant Roost on Drizzle. So that's kind of that. But as we get down this second one, you can see it all from a distance. You can also jump over on the actual spine of this large creature, and it's very straightforward. So sorry if I'm kind of not explaining exactly what's happening here. Just want to talk about some of the spawning rules and stuff like that. But yeah, as it pertains to the great, let's just say, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. As it pertains to the sort of just the great reception that first video got, just thanks a lot for that. Everybody was really nice. Like I was saying, even though I missed a couple of the altars, people weren't like disliking it like crazy, and just kind of, taking it for what it was. I guess that's probably to do because you only need 8 of the unique altars, and there's, at least 18 in this particular game. So it was useful for what it was. Anyway, so as we clean this up, we want to get on top of this particular structure. You don't obviously need to jump from any particular spot, and especially if you have more jumps by the time you get to this place, they're even easier to get to. But this is the location of the third one. Meet you on the next level. As we spawn into Rallypoint Delta in a very nice spot for us to kind of show off what's happening. It would take quite a while to get back up here. Not quite a while, but kind of an annoying amount of time. But there's one down there, and we will go to that in a second. I'm not going to leave you hanging. But since we spawned up here, this is the best one to go for. We're going to go ahead and jump up here. This one can be a little bit difficult, especially when you dash directly into a wall. Oops. Anyway, give that a second try. You can aim more out than I did there. I just kind of goofed. Oh, I did it again, but it worked out. Okay. Okay, just aim more right, guys. More right than that, you'll do just fine. But I just saw, even with that mistake, I was able to get up. This one seems to like basically always be here. So I'm not, like, again, I just don't know the rules, but I won't speculate anymore. You've heard enough of that already. So as we run back down to the other one that I was going to show, let's see if we can get the Berserker's Pauldron to activate on this group of enemies. It did, nice. We're just a little bit quicker. I don't know if the time save was enough there, but we'll keep going for it. Anyway, so as we drop down here, right behind this rock that you see me about to fall on, is the second location. Again, I can't speak to spawn rate, but I feel like that one is there the least amount of the ones that I've seen so far. And maybe it's worth kind of mentioning like that. I don't know why I'm fighting this guy. I can't get the proc off of one enemy. Also, he kicked my butt. Damn. Oh, just a casual red item. Wake of Vultures. Nice. But as we go ahead and go to the next one, which is the one that I think I've seen spawn the most number of times, obviously because I'm not jumping up to the top of the level every single time I play it. That's just like super inefficient. But you do have, again, this long stretch of land kind of over here with these crates in the water, these containers, I should say. You take the long journey. And it is here. We can just barely see that grass on the right side of the tree. Walk all the way up to it just for, prosperity. And there it is. We can reach on the next level, I guess. Okay, so as we spawn into the Abyssal Depths, kind of we're in a good spot. We're going to go ahead. There's that secret passage to the right up there, but we want to just go ahead and jump up. Wow, sticky bomb. Big damage. I want to go ahead and jump all the way up here. I got the nice little glitch. Kind of use that where you can. The right click in the spiral form, like at a certain distance from a sloped face, will launch you into the air. Anyway, regardless of that fact, the first altar is right here. That one, I think, does not spawn that often, again, but I don't want to speak in absolutes as it pertains to the spawning of those, so I'll try to keep mum on the subject from now on. I feel like you're probably able to clip through this, but maybe not through this particular hole. So if I get it in the next 15 seconds, I will leave this part in, so my apologies if you have to sit through it. But I do think it's possible. Okay, you can apparently go around the outside of that door. Alright, so you can clip through. I know the Huntress has a lot of issues like that as well, where you can kind of just go through like what should be very solid objects. Sorry about the several whats I gave you there. As we come up to the second stone, it'll be right here. It's kind of one of the more hidden ones because the illumination does kind of make that a little bit harder to see. And to save you some time, I went ahead and cut out trying to get back through the wall. I found it a bit difficult, and I just decided that that wasn't worth showing anyway. So we're going to go ahead and go to the last one on this particular level. Kind of keep the length of the video down about the same distance as the other one. The lower of these two crystals, again, is going to house the altar. We'll see if it's here this time. And it is. So like I was saying, sometimes you can get two altars. I don't know that I've ever seen all three. Maybe that's like a monsoon type of thing. But again, I told you I wouldn't speculate, and I just did, so my apologies. Okay, we're up here on the Titanic Plains, kind of in the middle of all three. I guess this one is definitely the closest, not so much the middle. But I have the wax quail, so this might actually get a little bit interesting. Oh, nice, got the glitch again. Yeah, I gotta jump away from the sides because I'm jumping up and in so far. But the sort of the arch in this particular way, I'm glad that it's here, is the top of this. It's not that hard to get to, and you can get to it from the sort of base platform with the two dashes that the mercenary has. Just base. I do have one extra jump, but it's completely unrequired. The second one obviously is what I just pointed at. Right here under this archway, this sort of rainbow situation. And the third one is right over here. I'm so much happier to move this much quicker to kind of show you guys what's happening. That we can kind of speed the video up without cutting anything out. And so as I run over here, hopefully I won't get attacked too many times. I found that the spawn order, I can't quite pin it down, but I think it does have something to do with the back end. I don't know how I got hit by that. The back end of the time on top. I don't know. Anyway, on top of the difficulty and stuff, I don't know. I guess I don't want to speculate too much for that one. But that was the final altar for that particular one. And as we hit the swamp level, Wetland Aspect couldn't have spawned in a better spot because we're kind of hitting the upwards section of this. To our left is going to be sort of where the altar to Nkahana is, but hopefully this one's here. It's a good thing that this one is. Mark it down, and then the next one is going to be super close, and then the other one is again close as well. So this is the closest knit trio of altars. I don't know how I dodged that, but it is what it is. So the second one is just right here, right on top of this pillar. I always get attacked up here, and I have no idea why. That one will stick out quite a bit, and then the last one is sort of on this, I don't know what to call this, little like semicircle out of this gate. But I was paused there for a second, my apologies. But this is the last one. We're coming up to the end of the video. So as we jump over to this side, and under the water in this little pit in this hole of this pond is the final altar. So, have any more to say? So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and of course, be safe, guys.